Say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's part. Bright light, city life, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. I just happen to come up hard. Legal or illegal, baby, I gotta make it.
I never took a straight path nowhere. Life's full of twists and turns, bumps and bruises.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm back with another video. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you like the video and leave your comments below. And make sure you checked out my last video. Now, today, I'm going to be talking about power versus empire. Now, I know a lot of people, they probably been wanting and waiting for me to do this. You know, a lot of people like empire. You got a lot of people that like power. Now, first off, I think they're both good shows. I'm not here to attack either show. This is just my opinion. And I respect everybody else's opinion. If you think Empire is great, hey, more power to you. If you think Power is great, more power to you. You know, it's just an opinion. It's not a fact at all. It's not a proven fact that a certain show is better than another show. You know, both shows are good. And this is just my opinion. And some people get mad, like, you know, they be comparing the shows, what show they think is better. They get mad and shit and taking this shit serious. People really get angry, you know. They get real angry about what show is better. But we got to always remember, it's just an opinion, y'all. It's just an opinion. And if you like a certain show, man, just like it. Don't think about what other people think about you, man. Just do what you do, man. But I'm going to get on into it on what I see in both shows. And what show, if it was all said and done, which show I have to pick if I had to, it would sound more, once I break it down, you will understand more what I'm saying. So, you know, actually I started watching Empire first. I didn't even watch Power at all. I was watching Empire. You know, Fox did a hell of a job of advertising this show before it even came out. They did a lot of promotions. They spent a lot of money promoting the show. So it was already about to be a hit from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? I think it broke a lot of records, you know, as far as views. And, you know, I finally watched the show. It was okay. You know, I liked it. Then as I start watching it, it started getting a little bit better. The story started getting a little bit better. You got Cookie and Lucius. They building the empire. And they got their struggle too, just like in Power. They got their struggles. You know, one of the first things that I noticed with Empire, it focuses on the music industry. But with Empire, it's very commercial. They cater to the what's going on in America, pretty much. Like whatever's going on in this country, Empire, they try to cater to it. And you see that in a lot of these shows. You see that in a lot of these new shows. They start to cater to what's going on in America. You know, they trying to cater to like social issues, how people live, like far as the homosexuality and the gays in Empire. They try to focus on that crowd, you know. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but that's what Empire, they try to do, you know. At the same time, they keep their story, but they still cater to America's social issues as far as what's going on in the country. If you pay attention to the show, a lot of it is similar to what's going on in the outside of the world, you know what I'm saying? And I give them props for that, you know. They wanted to make a show that people can relate to, not just one type of person. They wanted to cater to people that, of all different, you know what I'm saying, types of people that will probably, you know, relate to the show. So they try to cater to a lot of people, you know. And some people say, you know, they doing too much with having the gay stuff in the show. A lot of people didn't like that, you know. And if you watch it, you see a lot of these shows are doing that now. Now, honestly, y'all, I don't have no problem with gay people at all. I'll just get that out there. I'm just saying, if you pay attention, a lot of shows are starting to cater to like the gays, homosexuality, all that stuff. They're starting to cater to a little bit more. And I mean, in reality, that's how society is now. You know, it's coming out more. The rights are coming out, and that's how it is. I mean, that's just simple as that. Like I said, I think they did a good job at doing it. But a lot of people was upset and saying how graphic shit is in the TV shows now. You know, a lot of shit is kind of graphic. You know, this show is on Fox, but they do kind of show a lot of stuff. I grew up, you know, I was born in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s. Man, half of the stuff they show on Empire, they would have never showed in the 90s at all. You know, they would have never showed half of the stuff they be showing. It's very graphic compared to how TV was in the 90s. You know, it's very graphic now, you know, but not to take away from the show. I think the show got a good story, you know what I'm saying, dealing with the struggles of Cookie and Lucius and how they built their family, you know, and all the dirt behind it all. I think it's a good story. Like I said, I watched Empire first, and actually I haven't watched Empire in over a year now, probably a year and a half, you know. I stopped watching it at the end of 2015. I haven't watched it at all in 2016 up until now. In 2016, I started watching Power, you know. I kept hearing rumors and all this. You see that Power? You know, it was word of the mouth promotion with Power. People would just talk about it. Like, you see Power? 50 got a show called Power now. That shit is hot. That's what people would say. That shit hot. That's how it started. People would be like, for real, that shit better than Empire. And that's how it started. I'm like, what is better than Empire? You know, people are like, yeah, that shit way better. You know, this is what people would say. So I'm like, okay, it is what it is. I still didn't watch Power. I would just watch Empire, you know. It came on Fox. I didn't have to worry about trying to find it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't about to pay for cable. So I didn't have to worry about trying to watch Empire. So that's what I watched. But after that last season had ended at the end of 2015, I think it was like a cutoff. I was like, you know what? 2016, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead let me go ahead and try watching Power, you know. Let me just see what it is. So I start watching it. You know, I'm trying to see like how is this show so better? What people saying it's better. You know, I start watching it, and honestly, the very first episode, I was like, you know what? I don't even know how people compare this show to Empire. And this is no knock at Empire. When I watch Power, I see two different shows. Yes, they have similarities, y'all. It's going to have similarities. But far as the vibe, the theme, the acting, I just think Power is at a whole nother level. So when I started watching Power, I was just like, why this Power, you can't compare it to Empire. That's just how I feel. I can't compare the two, you know. So people will say, what's better? It's kind of hard to you can't compare them at all. To me, that's, like I said, this is just my opinion. I can't compare Power to Empire at all. You know, they're two different. Power is more on some straight dark theme, straight real. Power on some real shit to me. It's more on some real shit. Courtney Kemp she did a good thing, and 50 Cent did a good thing with this show, and they kept it original. They wasn't about to cater to American society or what's going on in the country or whatever. They said, you know what? We gonna keep it how we want to keep it. This is our dream show. This is the show that I want to make. I'm not about to sit up here and put all this extra shit in because this is the way America's living. And I'm not trying to pretty much get certain audiences to watch my show. You know what I'm saying? You can see it in the show. This show was a dream for Courtney Kemp. And we all, for example, we all got our dreams. Like, I wish I could make a TV show. You know what I'm saying? And if I made a TV show, I'm not about to cater to a certain audience. Like, I'm not about to try to make everybody watch my show, like, far as different audiences. You know what I'm saying? I got my certain show that's what I'm writing. That's the dream that I want to write. I'm not about to change my show to make another audience watch my show. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's what Power did. They kept it original. And like I said, as far as the acting, you know, that's one of the first things that I noticed. You know, I love the acting in Power. You know, it's just at a different level to me. A different level. That's why it's hard. I can't honestly compare them. People be like, what's better? Like, what? Like, is this even a question? You know, why even compare? You know, because I think you got to compare Empire to some other shows. That's how I feel. If you want to compare something, you need to compare Empire to some of the other shows that be on Fox or whatever. You know what I'm saying? On primetime TV or something like that. With Power, to me, it's at a whole nother level where you got to compare it to. I compare Power to shows like Breaking Bad or something, or The Wire or some shit like that. That's what I will compare Power to. It's on that level, in my opinion. Like I said, you may think differently. You may think Empire is just the shit, you know. And I'm not saying Empire is a bad show. I'm saying it's a good show, you know. I think it is. you know. But in my opinion, I think Power, far as the acting, the story, the whole feel of the show is just, to me, completely different. It's just completely different. You know, only thing they got similar is rising up from the struggle. You know, they got their empire or whatever and all that shit. I think Lucius sold drugs or some shit to build the empire and all that. I mean, it's a lot of dirty stuff going on in both shows. But Power is, to me, is just different. You know what I'm saying? It's different. So if I had to pick, and then somebody said, man, you got to pick one show. Because, you know, everybody loves competition. And that's the thing. People want to compare a show to another show. People love competition. And they always want to compare shows and say, what's better than this? What show is better? This show better. That show's better. Honestly, if I had to pick, they say, well, pick a show. I got to go with Power. You know, y'all already know that. You know, most of the stuff I talk about on this channel is Power. So I would roll with Power at the end of the day. You know, I'm not saying Empire is weak or whatever. I think it's a good show. I just think it's two different levels. You know, and Power is at another level. You know, and I'm not trying to just praise Power, but I don't think Power even get the credit that they truly deserve. Now, you see when Empire, that show get a whole lot of awards. They get a lot of stuff. You got to remember, Fox is promoting the show. It's on primetime television. So more people going to watch Empire anyway. More people see it. So they going to cater to that because it's bringing in more money. But I think Power, the acting is just unbelievable. The acting in Power is better than Empire, in my opinion. I don't think not one scene in Empire, the acting can compare to when Tommy killed Holly. That scene, I think, is the most emotional scene in Power history. And I think that one scene alone, I don't know what scene in Empire can compare to with Tommy killing Holly scene. That whole scene, the acting, the emotion. I mean, you can see it. You felt it. I don't think a scene in Empire can compare to that at all. That's just my opinion. Like I said, it's my opinion. I don't want people to take it personal. But like I said, you let me know what you think is better. Now, I'm not trying to be taking sides. Now, if this makes y'all feel better, if I had to pick between Power and Breaking Bad, of course, I'm going with Breaking Bad at the end of the day. Breaking Bad is my show. I love it. I love it. I love the show, man. I'm a big fan of Breaking Bad. But I don't want people to be like, oh, you just love Power. I mean, well, shit, I love Breaking Bad better. You know what I'm saying? Power just, the seasons just keep going. If Breaking Bad was still going today, I'll be talking about Breaking Bad as well. But it's just my opinion, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Just let me know what y'all think. I mean, if you love Empire, shit, you better leave your comment below, and tell me, shit, I think Empire better. You know, I respect it. You know, I respect the comments y'all leave. So if you think Empire is the shit, let me know. You know, I'm not saying Empire ain't. You know what I'm saying? I think Empire is good. You know, I ain't trying to sit up here and say a show's better than the other, but in my opinion, I would rather watch Power. That's my opinion. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I ain't trying to drag it out too long, because it can be dragged out very long. We can talk all day about these two shows. There's a lot of drama between the two shows, but at the end of the day, it's all good TV, man. It's good TV. At least we got something to talk about. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Which show do you think is better? Power versus Empire. Thank y'all for all the support, all the love. I want to tell y'all to continue with all the support, and I'm gonna continue to bring you more content. But it's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.
And I'm convinced I made sacrifices. I've been ballin' ever since. We seeing so many blessings, shit don't make no sense. Someone watching over us, so shot goes out to him.